Alright, where were we? Woo! Oh, I thought I lost power there for a second. You know what, I just realized I've never tried, or actually doesn't even have it. I was just thinking this doesn't have that, where it helps you steer. I forgot what that's called. But yeah, this one doesn't have it, so never mind. So let's see here. This is, I would say maybe my 3, 4, 5, maybe my sixth time taking this guy out. So I don't really consider myself a, I mean, I've probably got maybe a few feet over my head, like, you know, so I don't know, what is that, 8 feet or so. So I don't know how hardcore a bashin you consider that. But even if that's as hard as you're gonna go, these, I mean, you know, these really can't take it. As you see, my shock towers are bent. Let's see here. My shock towers are bent. My 8S, all these little tabs right here, or not all of them, but 2 of them are bent up, so my wheels don't come down all the way. So, I mean, you're just gonna have to prepare for some upgrades, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, but, I mean, it's fun. No! So yeah, I've noticed if you come in to hit the ramp there and you're making adjustments left or right, that's when your car gets a little cockeyed once it comes off the ramp. So yeah, I didn't make any adjustments and it's fine. I was kind of losing it there a little bit. I didn't want to push it. Swerving just a little bit. Let's get this crap out of here. So let's see here. Yeah, I got the rustler. I haven't used the rustler in a while. I kind of hate the shocks on it. they don't really, at least in my opinion, I mean, I don't know, I'm no professional, so don't get me wrong here. And another thing I was kind of surprised with was the back of this 6S here was really bouncy. Like, you pushed it down, it just felt like it was just a spring, like there was no fluid in it. And even when I jumped it, the back would bounce. And from what I had heard, that you know, stock out the gate, the the shocks are pretty good. So I was kind of a little sad about that, but I just dumped out the oil, put my own oil in, and now it's better. So, I mean, you know, whatever. Oh. So that's funny, I was just talking about it and you kind of saw that. So I got 80 weight in there right now, and it's still, I mean, maybe I should change the piston head thing in there. I don't think it should bounce like that. So that was kind of funny as I was talking about that. No! You know what I've been meaning to do here? I think I did that, shoot, I know I wanted to, I can't freaking remember. I wanted to, it somewhat seemed like the batteries are dying a little quick. So I believe I put the cutoff to like medium. I believe its stock is on high, so that it doesn't use too much juice or go too low. So, but when I've been, you know, when these start to slow down, I usually take them off. And I think the last time it was like at 350, or was it 3 volts? 3.54, which I think is a little low. But what was I gonna say? 354. Oh yeah, so I might want to put it back. I can't remember if I did or not. So yeah, that's one other thing I wanted to do. The punch on this thing, I think I have at 8 too, and I think that's still a little too strong in my opinion. I mean, I could... So yeah, I got a handful of parts being delivered today, so I kind of want to get home. Oh no! Kind of want to get home because I want to start putting stuff together. But So yeah, I think I got what do I got? I got a couple new chassis coming. One for this one for my 8S, and it was funny because I had ordered the chassis, and then later on that night I just kind of looked over my car just to see, you know, make sure all the screws are in still and stuff like that. And that's when I noticed the shock tower was loose. So I went back on the site and ordered a shock tower, and I guess they went ahead and shipped both my orders at the same time, so that was nice. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of you know, the bashin I do. I mean, I have taken a couple of tumbles there, so I mean, you know, I'm in no way, you know, able to maneuver this thing perfect in the air, so that might have been what helped bend my shock tower. But so yeah, so I was gonna say, if you're gonna do anything even close to what I'm doing out here, you should get the upgrades. Oh, and speaking of, I should at least say what I got. So, you know, just like most people say, before you even take this thing out to bash it, put a few things on here. So I did the skid plate in the rear, I did the bumper. Oh, those were both RPMs. I did shoot, what are those things called? Oh, the braces, the chassis braces, the front and the rear one. I did the servo mount, I believe it's called. And I guess besides, you know, actual parts for the car itself, the only other thing I did was use like some Gorilla Tape on the body just to kind of stiffen it a little bit. And so yeah, the only problem I've had is just that bent rear shock tower there. Yeah, there's a lot of rocks right here. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Hopefully it's just these stupid battery plugs. Uh-oh, it's not the battery plugs. So let's see here. Oh, we got nothing. It's on. So that's kind of terrifying, that it's on and nothing is happening. Yeah, I got nothing. I guess let's just turn it off and see what happens. Oh, you know what? Maybe I got a... Oh, shit. Yeah, this thing's hot as heck. Okay. So that's kind of the first time that's ever happened to me. So it's pretty cool out here overall. So it's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know, maybe I was going a little hard, I don't know. So yeah. So we'll just go ahead and let that thing cool off for a little bit. We'll try the rustler for a little bit. got here? Where's the remote? Remote on first. Everybody knows that, right? I haven't tried the rustler out here yet, so let's see what happens. Oops, gotta turn it on first. That's how long it's been since I used it. Just assumed it was on. Alright, let's see what we got. Wow, this thing's tiny. I haven't driven this thing in a while here. Let's see what we got. Wow, this thing doesn't take the terrain very well. Oh God, yeah, no. This does not take this terrain very well at all. Holy moly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo, crap. Yeah, this so yeah, probably just need a little bit smoother land. And uh-oh, kind of felt like I had no steering. Oh, that's what I got the you can hear it bottom out just from that. I was gonna say I got the steering what do I have it on? Oh, I have it to where it because if you when you first get it, if you just nudge it a little bit, it turns way too much. So I got it yeah, I forget what that's called, just so it takes more of the actual control wheel turn to make it turn, which compared to these ones is a little different. Dang it. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just because it's little and light. Well, I end up damn terrain out here. Oh, and the brake, I guess I got the brake a little low too. Yeah, I've been tweaking a lot. I got that wireless thing, so you can tweak all these settings. Yeah, no wonder. That's as fast as I can slow down. Shoot. Yeah, I gotta admit, this is not as much fun as the other one. So I'm gonna try to help this one cool down a little bit. Let's see here, I got it back here. Looks like my ESC fan wire maybe has like a loose connection or something like that, because I wiggled it and then it came back on. I think that's what shut it down in the first place. But after I let it cool down, it still, I turned it back on and it still wouldn't move and stuff, and now it's starting to move. So I don't know, seems kind of weird. But let's keep playing before it gets freaking hot. It's supposed to be almost 90 today. All right, here we go. Woo-wee. Woo, man, that back, I don't know, is it just me, or is that back not supposed to be that bouncy? I mean, it's funny, it was worse than that, so I mean, maybe that's what it does. I kind of feel like, because I haven't seen the front do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, see what I mean? If you come in all freaking lefty and righty, then your jump is going to be crap. So I always wondered why some jumps were great. Oh. Oh no! Oh man, that. I know I hit the brake too hard on that. I think I somewhat recovered. I think I felt that lag everybody's talking about, because I pulled the trigger at that last second, and I think if it would have done it when I pulled the trigger, I would have saved it. It looked like it started to save itself as it slammed into the ground, but we'll see. No! You know what? I tapped the throttle for some reason. I do not know why I tapped the throttle. And looks like she's off again. Oh, she's not off. Don't know why I did that. Kind of freaked out there, I guess, at the last second. Woo! No! No! That is a shame. Oh, buddy. Hope these fans are still on. Man, I hate taking these body pins off, I'm telling you. That's one of the few things I love about Traxxas is that body just pops right off. Well, I guess I shouldn't say about Traxxas, I mean about the Rustler. Because I don't really have any other Traxxas cars. No! Oh my god, I did not, I seen that going so much different. Oh man, I hope I got most of that. Whoa, I just saved it. That was, wow.